Right, we're just about set for the first quarter. Bob Skilton, any detectable changes? How have they lined up?
Well, the Swans, of course, have lined up with Barry Round in the first ruck. Round, I think, would be looking forward, although he doesn't like playing in the night football, looking forward to having a good run on the ball, because most of the work this year has been done by Stephen Torbett. Danaher, of course, at full back on Lockett, and that's a duel that we'll be waiting to really see. Lockett, one of the finds of last year, and gone on with it this year.
First quarter of the second quarter final from VFL Park. It's a cool night, no wind. We should see a pretty good game, I think. Barry Round, thumps it downfield some 35 to 40 metres. It's at half forward and picked up by Morwood. He's gone for a short pass across towards the point of the square. Rhys Jones coming in beautifully for the Swans, shoots out the hand pass up the half forward. A chance for Davis onto the right foot. He kicked, I think it was 3 or 4 in an earlier night game here at VFL Park. The ball tapped towards the boundary line. A chance down there for Tomei to pick the ball up, which he does. And Lane takes the mark, decides to play on from back pocket right up towards centre wing. Good kick by Lane into no man's territory out there. Chance for Jenkin. Down goes one of the Swans players with a push in the back, and it's Billy Picken. He'll come up with the free. He'll be very keen to make amends because Bill's form has been down in the last couple of weeks. Pickens kick down towards centre half forward for the Swans. Chance for Rogers. A little bit slow to get rid of the ball. Finally picked up by Fashini. Fashini's kick up towards centre wing, and the mark is taken down there by Witzel. Could be a free kick downfield, and the free for St Kilda will be taken by Grant. Grant at left centre wing for St Kilda. Picken in front again and takes a good mark. So he could be set for a good night. Billy. Hand passes on to Browning, a late inclusion in the side. I think he was originally going to be rested up towards centre field, or centre wing it is. Scooped out, and the Saints go forward again. It's driven up by Jenkin towards left half forward. Picken, yes, another grab. And he's having a great night already. Billy, not a good hand pass. Browning makes amends, looks for and finds Anthony Danaher. Gets clear of Cowie. His kick up towards the point of the square. Trapped beautifully for St Kilda by Burns. A short pass downfield. Hughes is the high flyer. At the back is Jenkin, a chance. He can pick it up, the ball already very slippery. Smith fires out the hand pass, and the Swans get out of danger.
And they take the ball back there towards half back. Tomei overran the ball as a go for Evans. Grabbed a bit high, but not Evans, it was Lane, I should say. Finally picked up by Rhys Jones. The ball back towards the centre wing position. And they're going in pretty hard both sides. There's a chance now for Cronin to pick this one up for St Kilda. Shrugs a couple of opponents off, goes after it again, but they're falling over pretty heavily at the moment. Little Murphy's in the thick of things. Now it's Cronin coming out of the back with the ball for St Kilda, but in the way there we see Browning to take the mark at half back. This is Browning. Kicked back towards the centre of the ground. Ball punched away by Morwood. Finally driven up there by Chilcott for the Sydney Swans. Capper got one hand to it. Sharp's giving him a bit of a rough time there. Rogers comes in, clears the pack, but it was a bad hand pass. Going after it again is Little Murphy playing his first senior game. A hand pass coming over now and driven up there by Condon, but well marked in defence by St Kilda's Frawley. Frawley's kick falls short, it's out wide, but the umpire's bringing the ball back. So there's no score as yet, and we're 3 minutes into this first quarter. Well, I don't know what that decision, Bob, could you give an opinion of that one?
Well, once he played on, Lou, I would have thought that he was over the line and it was a point. But,
unless the umpire hadn't given the sign that it was...
well, he may have been making him come back to go over his, have his kick over his mark anyway.
The ball kicked out now towards the half-back line. Murphy in front. Morwood couldn't get there either, going for the boundary line. The ball is out of bounds on the Sydney Swans half-forward line, about 65 metres around from their goal. No score as yet. We're just over the 3.5-minute mark of this first quarter. Ball knocked out by Condon, not a good knockout. There's a free kick there for sure. It'll go to Sharp, I should imagine, of St Kilda. This is the ex-Carlton player, of course. Goes for a short pass, and there we see Burns of St Kilda to take the mark. It'll be interesting to see how Barry Round goes to tonight, because there's been a lot of talk this week that he should retire. But Barry's a strong character. That ball is out there. On the full, and Cunningham trying to claim the mark, but the umpire said it's out on the full, and the free kicks to go down there to the Sydney Swans, Frangalis.
Gary Frank.